Have you ever walked away from a conversation thinking, what is wrong with that person? Or maybe you felt like no one gets you, no matter how clear you think you're being? Well, you're not alone. Welcome to this engaging summary of Surrounded by Idiots by Thomas Erikson, a book that unlocks the secrets of human behavior and communication. In this hour-long journey, we'll dive into Erikson's colorful system for understanding why people act the way they do using the 4 behavior types: red, yellow, green, and blue. Whether you're navigating a tough coworker, a tricky family member, or just want to understand yourself better, this book offers practical, eye-opening insights to make every interaction smoother. Let's explore how to stop feeling surrounded by idiots and start connecting like a pro. Chapter 1. Communication happens on the listener's terms. Let's kick things off with a core truth. Communication isn't about what you say, it's about what the other person hears. Erikson introduces the idea that we all filter messages through our unique perspectives, like wearing different colored glasses. If you're shouting instructions to someone who's tuned out, it's like talking to a brick wall. The key? Adapt to the listener's style. This chapter sets the stage for understanding why miscommunication happens and why flexibility is your superpower. By creating a safe space for others to hear you, you'll turn chaos into clarity. Chapter 2. Why are we the way we are? Ever wonder why some people are bold while others are shy? Erikson explains that our behavior is a mix of genetics and environment. Kids learn by copying those around them like a sponge soaking up habits. But as adults, our personality, our core wiring shapes how we act, while surroundings like work or culture tweak it. The formula? Behavior equals personality times surrounding factors. This chapter is a reminder that we're all influencing each other. So understanding these roots helps us navigate differences with less frustration. Chapter 3. An introduction to the system. Here's where things get colorful literally. Erikson introduces the DISA system based on 4 behavior types: red, dominant, yellow, inspiring, green, stable, and blue, analytical. Each has unique traits. Reds are bold, yellows are chatty, greens are calm, and blues love details. No one's just one color, but most of us lean toward 1 or 2. This chapter teases the practical magic of the system, showing how it helps you spot and adapt to different personalities in real life. Curious? Let's dive into each color. Chapter 4. Red behavior. Meet the reds. Think alpha wolves charging toward their goals. They're ambitious, decisive, and love a challenge. Reds speak their mind, often bluntly, and see life as a competition to win. Picture a CEO who cuts meetings short to get to the point, or a friend who always takes charge. But their intensity can intimidate others, and they might not notice when they've steamrolled someone's feelings. Erikson shares a story of a red boss who demanded speed, leaving others frazzled. Reds thrive on action, but their my way or the highway vibe can make them seem like, well, idiots to others. Chapter 5. Yellow behavior. Yellows are the life of the party. They're enthusiastic, talkative, and bursting with optimism. Imagine someone who lights up a room with stories or inspires a team with big ideas. Erikson describes a yellow friend who shrugs off bad luck with a smile, always seeing the bright side. But yellows can be disorganized and terrible listeners, often jumping from one idea to the next. Their charm is contagious, but their tendency to exaggerate or dominate conversations can frustrate others. Love them or not, yellows keep things lively. Chapter 6. Green behavior. Greens are the glue that holds groups together. They're calm, reliable, and prioritize the team over themselves. Think of that friend who never forgets your birthday or the coworker who quietly gets things done. Erikson tells of a green who'd rather stay in their comfort zone than rock the boat. But greens can be too passive, avoiding conflict and change, which can stall progress. Their kindness is their strength, but their resistance to new ideas can make others pull their hair out. Chapter 7. Blue behavior. Blues are the perfectionists of the bunch. They're detail-oriented, logical, and love getting things right. Picture someone who double-checks every fact or spends hours ensuring a project is flawless. Erikson shares a story of a blue CEO who needed an 85-page proposal before deciding talk about thorough. But blues can be slow to act and seem cold, missing the big picture while obsessing over details. Their precision is a gift, but it can drive others up the wall when speed is needed. Chapter 8. No one is completely perfect. Nobody's perfect, not even you. This chapter dives into how each color has strengths and weaknesses. Reds can be pushy, yellows scatterbrained, greens passive, and blues overly critical. Erikson challenges the idea that I'm always right, urging us to see others' flaws as a matter of perspective. Communication works best when you meet people on their terms, not yours. It's a humbling reminder that what looks idiotic might just be a difference you haven't understood yet. Chapter 9. Learning new things. Learning about behavior is like learning a new language. It takes practice. Erikson emphasizes that understanding the DISA system isn't enough. You need to apply it. Whether you're a manager, salesperson, or just navigating life, recognizing and adapting to other styles is key. This chapter is a pep talk to keep practicing, because mastering this language can transform your relationships and reduce conflicts. Chapter 10. Body language. Did you know your posture or gestures shout louder than words? Reds stride confidently and point directly. Yellows smile and gesture wildly. Greens keep it low-key and reserved, while blues stay controlled and distant. Erikson explains how body language reveals someone's color. For example, a yellow might flop onto your couch, while a blue barely moves. This chapter teaches you to read the room by noticing these cues, making you a communication ninja. Chapter 11. A real-life example. The company party. Picture a company party where reds argue loudly, yellows steal the spotlight, greens quietly observe, and blues stick to the sidelines. Erikson shares a hilarious story from his banking days, where alcohol amplified everyone's true colors. This chapter shows how behavior types shine or clash in social settings, reminding us that understanding these differences can make even a chaotic party more manageable. Chapter 12. Adaptation. Here's the golden rule. Adapt to others, or you're stuck in Idiotville. Reds need speed and directness, yellows crave enthusiasm, greens want calm and clarity, and blues demand facts. Erikson shares a story of a red who learned to slow down for a green colleague, improving their teamwork. This chapter is your playbook for tweaking your style to connect better, whether it's speeding up for a red or chilling out for a green. Chapter 13. How to deliver really bad news. Giving tough feedback? Good luck. Reds need blunt, example-heavy criticism, or they'll argue back. Yellows require gentle nudging, or they'll dodge it with a story. Greens need emotional appeals to care, while blues demand detailed, written evidence. Erikson recounts coaching a red sales director who resisted feedback until it was broken down step by step. This chapter is a masterclass in delivering bad news without starting a war. Chapter 14. Who gets along and why it works. Some colors click, others clash. Reds and yellows bond over energy, blues and greens love calm analysis, but yellows and blues? Total friction. Erikson explains why diverse teams work best. Each color brings something unique. Reds lead, yellows inspire, greens stabilize, and blues perfect. This chapter shows how to build dream teams by balancing these dynamics. Chapter 15. Written communication. Your emails reveal your color. Reds write short, bossy messages like, meeting at 11. Be punctual. Yellows send chatty, emoji-filled notes. Greens keep it friendly and vague, while blues attach detailed files. Erikson breaks down how to respond to each style like confirming you've read a blues attachments. This chapter helps you craft messages that hit the mark every time. Chapter 16. What makes us as mad as hell? Everyone gets mad. But why? Reds hate losing control, yellows can't stand being ignored, greens loathe conflict, and blues despise errors. Erikson shares how reds explode, yellows sulk, greens retreat, and blues shut down. Understanding these triggers helps you avoid pushing people's buttons or at least know why they're fuming. Chapter 17. Stress factors and energy thieves. Stress hits each color differently. Reds get frantic without results. Yellows panic when ignored. Greens hate change, and blues unravel over mistakes. Erikson suggests solutions. Let reds compete to burn off steam, give yellows attention, offer green stability, and reassure blues with facts. This chapter is your guide to keeping stress from derailing your team. Chapter 18. A short reflection through history. The four colors aren't new. They trace back to Hippocrates for humors. Reds are choleric, fiery. Yellows are sanguine, cheerful. Greens are phlegmatic, calm. And blues are melancholic, thoughtful. Erikson connects this to the modern DISA model, showing how ancient wisdom still helps us understand people today. It's a fascinating look at why we've always been this way. Chapter 19. Voices from real life. Real people share their takes on the DISA system. A red thinks it's too wordy but useful. A yellow loves its fun examples. A green appreciates its insights but avoids conflict. And a blue values its research but hates sloppy coworkers. These stories show how the system applies to everyday life, making it relatable and practical. Chapter 20. A final example from everyday life. Imagine a team project where reds argue, yellows brainstorm wildly, greens stay quiet, and blues overanalyze. Erikson describes a workshop where each group's flaws shown reds ignored instructions, blues got stuck in details. The lesson? Diverse teams win when everyone adapts. It's a perfect wrap-up to show why balance matters. And there you have it, the vibrant world of surrounded by idiots. Thomas Erikson's DISA system isn't just about labeling people. It's about understanding them, adapting to them, and turning frustration into connection. Whether you're a fiery red, a sunny yellow, a steady green, or a precise blue, this book gives you the tools to communicate better and build stronger relationships. So, next time you're tempted to call someone an idiot, pause, think about their color, and adapt. You might just find they're not so idiotic after all. Thanks for joining me on this journey. Now go out there and make every conversation count.